Bing bong. Your boy's back. And welcome to the epitome of, oh Lord, we are going to die. Watkins Glen. For time to go bowling. And see what we'll go bowling in down into Town 1, of course. As we watch in the cars, figure out the track here, as it's our first time making the trip over here to Watkins Glen. But he's coming around. Let's hop on board here with, where is he? No. I need to, okay, never mind. I'll catch the next car. We shall ride on board with, let's go Royce. Royce will show us the normal track here at Watkins Glen. If you do not know, long straight down here, down into the hard braking zone in turn 1. Kind of some banking. Don't absolutely slide the car like Royce did. Use up all the track. We don't care. What is track limits? Never heard of them. Up through the S's. Pretty flat out section. Pretty cool section. However, if you missed the groove and just mess it up, well, mess it up. Trust me, you're dead. Onto a big long straightaway. Down into the chicane. I don't know how to say it correctly. Beautiful job here, Royce. Clip the grass just a little bit into the banked corner, horseshoe, goofy freaking thing. End off on the curb, flat out on the backstretch here. And you want to set up for this left-hander. Beautiful job. Royce actually went way too far out, but that's fine. And then into the final corner. Very interesting right-hander. That's kind of hard to get down. And now you're back on the front stretch. So it's relatively short. Here's the ginormous view of everything. Here has the open truck, so getting some practice in, trying to figure out the track, figure out the lines, all of the good stuff. Because we love to see it. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's hop into qualifying. Who will hop on pole? It's going to be Robert, followed by Helen Stockton, Connor, Emmanuel Bonds, Noah, Ryan, and JJ Henderson. So here's the deal. If you've never been around here for a bum car stream, or actually just the Bass Racing League stream, this is the sprint race. Top 7 will qualify into the field at the end of 5 laps here. We got 25 cars, actually trucks, my bad. As they post up, get ready. Ladies and gentlemen, we are green flag racing from the Glen. And it's a pretty even start as the charge down into turn 1. Got some movement going on right back behind. I was looking at my phone, so I got caught off guard. The inside lane really didn't get a great run. Robert trying to squeeze Helen Stockton. Helen Stockton going to send it around the outside. Up through the S's. Got a pretty good run. Does the 25, but the 51 still there. Watch out for Emmanuel Bonds. Right there behind, looking for a potential move down into the chicane. Onto the backstretch. 3 wide. Hard into the braking zone. Oh, Connor screws it all up. Oh, Noah's going wide back there. Helen Stockton to the lead. Noah's just driving on the grass. He does not care. Ryan's going to try to go around the outside of Robert, who lost quite a few positions there. Meanwhile, Connor also to the inside. He's going to try to make a move on Ryan. We'll see who can get the power down on the straightaway. It looks like Ryan absolutely duffs him on the straightaway. As now most of the front pack single file. JJ Henderson with the absolute sin job. Gets stuck up on the curb. So does Piggy. Here comes Star. Phenomenal look to the inside, maybe. Yeah, definitely has it. We are through lap 1 of 5. Meanwhile, Connor and Ryan going at it yet again. Contact. Big contact. That's going to bring Noah into the equation. As Connor is clear. Noah right on that back bumper of the 65. Ryan racing part-time for senile speeches and basically just doing road courses and super speedways. And he is looking good to start. Helen Stockton with a solid, sizable lead at the moment. That lap 1 was absolute mayhem. Emmanuel Bonds P2, followed by Robert, Connor, Ryan, Noah, and Fizz holds the last spot. Ember Estevez trying to set up. Fizz going a little bit wide. Maybe he's trying to get that good run on this long straight. We look here to the back of the pack and how the chaos is forming up back here, and it seems to be forming up quite well. Ryan looking to be aggressive, trying to offset that 40. It looks like he could get a run. Lap 3 of 5 here. Isaac in the 90 back there making a move potentially. Ryan looked like he was going to make his jolt to the inside. Doesn't quite. Now he is. Oh, he gets loose under him. Almost wrecking. Major amount of contact. Massive amount. Always lets off. Connor and Noah both gone past. Here comes Fizz. Right up on that back bumper. He's going to have a huge run. Maybe a look into the chicane. And actually really didn't get the run that I was expecting him to. Ryan with a solid run. Fizz still on that back bumper, however. Now Piggy getting a little bit out of shape. Star trying to make the pass stick. We'll see how that ends up working out. So far, pretty well. No. Never mind. It is not working out well. Emmanuel Bonds right behind Helen Stockton. Helen Stockton leading quite nicely right now. As we charge down into turn numero uno. Lap 4, 5. Emmanuel Bonds has another look to the inside. Almost a little bit of contact there. He's right on that back bumper too. He needs a good run through the S's. Always going to try to look around the outside. I don't know if that was quite the move. He's going to lose a buttload of time, though. As we look throughout the pack, we've kept it pretty damn clean thus far. Helen Stockton defending from Emmanuel Bond. Just get a nice little rear bumper cam. Watching Emmanuel back there. Trying to press through. Helen currently driving really nice, utilizing blocking. See Emmanuel just there, but not close enough. As we come into the final corner, Helen Stockton will take the white flag. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time around here in the sprint. As we charge into turn number 1. Roberts kept the gap pretty close between him and the leaders. If the leaders get a little aggressive, but right now, I'd imagine they're going to begin driving a little bit more conservatively. Meanwhile, J.J. Henderson got a great run on Jackson Alvarado down to the inside. Squeezing him out a little bit. Can he hold it around the outside? Yes, he can. Phenomenal move. J.J. Henderson, it may be just a little bit too late. Fizz hanging on to that last position right now, and he's doing a dang good job of it. Meanwhile, Emmanuel Bonds went wide, opening the door for Robert, and that's going to basically seal his victory for Helen Stockton. Robert's going to get down to the inside and make a little bit of contact with him. Now, can he get the run? Does he have anything? For Emmanuel Bonds around the outside. Bonds slips it. Connor looked to the inside. But doesn't quite matter. Helen Stockton with a great drive here in the sprint. Led the whole time. Will take victory. Followed by Emmanuel Bonds, Robert, Connor, Noah, Ryan and Fizz rounds out your top 7. Meanwhile, in the back of the pack, we had some war going on. And 0-1 actually got into the wall heavily. Uh-oh, let's take a look at what happened here. No, he doesn't have it here. I could take a predictable guess. Trying to make a move on Holden. Goes around the outside and just, plants it into the wall. And loses second to last to Josiah coming to the line. Rather unfortunate indeed. So, Helen Stockton, Manuel Bonds, Robert, Connor, Noah, Ryan, Fizz. Rounds out your top 7. Great job by the 25. So, with that being said, be gone, be gone. Gone, you could stay. Gone. Dun dun. Dun. Slowly but surely eliminating drivers and doing my job here. Down to 0-1 and start. Yep, there you go. Ethan Jamerson's in the 07 for new people. Dex Witherspoon still filling in the 02. Same thing with Ethan, I guess. I should flip this around real quick. Anybody else? Anybody else new? Don't quite think so. Yeah. Let's do a little racing. Because that lap 1 was exciting and explosive. 18 laps too, so plenty more time. As we get underway with the first practice session. I'm looking at a clip here. Please tell me oh my gosh. Devonta Smith just absolutely yammed that man. Absolutely yammed on him. So, alright. As practice is getting underway, I want to use this cam real quick. Just to show off the big, beautiful track. I mean, look at it. Absolutely phenomenal job building this track. Great racing. I know there's single file out there, but believe me, we'll see it here in this one. They're gonna race. They're gonna race hard. It'll be a good time. Oh yeah, I'm in the 82. I forgot about that. Got any of the rooks? Anybody cool I should pay attention to? Not really. So, with that being said, I'll just kind of skip through practice here. Actually, let's get when everybody's on here. Big, ginormous, large shot. Look at that. Beautiful. You could see Finn taking the chicane. You could see some other cars taking the chicanes. A little too wide action. Okay. See Dyson Vacuum trying to make a move into the chicane. Oh, that's sketchy. Always driving wide. No, that didn't work out for him. But this will be a lot of fun. At the very least, a lot of fun. And with that being said, the queen of road courses, McKenna. Fastest in practice. Followed by Ty Ryan, the road course ringer. Autumn, Logan Long, Finn, Gavin Graves, Brian Lee Nelson. Let's go. Chloe and Casey rounds out your top 10. Ethan Jameson, P14. Manuel Bombs, P17. Anybody else? Star. Hold on. I don't remember letting you in these parts. I think I accidentally kicked Soul. Yeah. I'll say you don't belong to, you don't deserve to be here, pal. Anyway, all right. No, oops. Yeah, practice. Here we go. Now, who will be fastest in this practice session? It's going to be Ty. Followed by McKenna, Chaz, Otis, Zyler, Finn, Isabel, Nathan Cohen, and Ethan Jamerson. P10. Slowest is Dex Witherspoon by almost like 2 full seconds. Actually, a second and a half. Still pretty depressing. I'm going to go ahead and check my fantasy while we're sitting here waiting for them to get up on the track and qualify. Philadelphia. Do the duty. Oh my lord. I forgot I had Hawkinson in this one. Okay. 3 plays tonight. God damn. I don't know how I feel about that low key tightly. What the hell? Huh. Interesting. Right. Have we got anything on Polly? No, we don't. We don't. Unfortunate. Oh, here we go. Zyler going P1, followed by Chaz, Ty, Gavin Graves, Jim Nelson, Nathan, Aldry, a little senile speeches, okay. Brian Lee Nelson, McKenna, Helen Stockton, top 10? Hold up. Hold the phone. Do 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 da 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 da. Eventually, we'll take another lap around the track. Voice crack. Are they gonna go around? I mean, has it been a minute? Oh. Okay, well, they didn't get a second lap in, so that's your qualifying results right there. Who's last? Jason Reitler. Damn. Meanwhile, happy hour, because who would be happy in this hour? It looks like Chaz. Looks like an absolute hoss out there. And he's starting on the front row, so he's going to be someone to look out for. So is McKenna, Brian Lee Nelson, Finn, Gavin Graves, Zyler, Dyson Vacuum, Logan Long, Autumn, and Cohen. In last place, yet again, it's going to be Jason Reitler. So with that being said, my prediction to win today's event here at the Glen, I'm going to go with Gavin Graves. Hear me out. Helen Stockton got a pretty good, chicane can be madness, okay? But if it's not Gavin Graves, it's probably a good bet that's Chaz. Somebody who can come from the back to the front. I'm looking at Emmanuel Bonds back here. Let me see if I can get on him. Is this you? Yep. And I'm going to go with Cooper Lee Nelson. He's got good speed in that thing. Meanwhile, someone who's going to go from the front to the back will be Audrey and Helen Stockton. Those are your predictions from the man himself. So, with that being said, let's get ready to rumble. Drivers, start your engines. Here we go. So, Zyler, Chaz, sibling front row. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Also, this back of the field is going to get screwed because, we go green immediately. Real green flag racing from Watkins Glen. I'm stuck on the pace car. Oh, God, Brian, you suck at this. Down into turn one. Zyler with the great move. Ty making contact with Chaz. Zyler clear to... No, he's not. There comes Tyler. Oh, Tyler got beat up on the curb. It's going to be Zyler leading from Chaz, leading from Ty, who's got to run. Ty's got to run. He's clear. Brilliant move. Here comes Gavin Graves to the inside for Chaz. Try to set him up if he can get late on the brakes. No, he doesn't. In fact, he's setting himself up for getting passed by even more people. Through goes Jim Nelson and Nathan. Audrey and Brian Lee Nelson have seemingly had pretty solid starts. Here comes McKenna to the inside of Brian Lee Nelson, in fact. Logan Long, Casey battling it out. Meanwhile, Helen Stockton looking for a move. Potentially down into that difficult left-right section here. McKenna's going to get that inside line, but can she use it effectively? Hashtag doubt it. Meanwhile, I forgot to turn on our best friend, the better caution spot, so I'm going to do that really quick. Yep, turn this all on. All of it on. Are we on lap 2 yet? Yep, we are. Beautiful. There we go. Alright, let's get back to boogieing. I think the field is still alive. Currently, Zyla's still leading. Followed by Ty, Chaz, Nathan, Jim Nelson. Rounds out your top 5. As everyone charges into the S's. Otis completing a pass on Dyson Vacuum. As they chasing up the chicane. Trying to fight the looseness and the difficultness of the car. Finn trying to go to the inside of Mr. Ethan Jamison. He's there. But he's going to go real wide. Opens the door for Caleb to the outside. But Finn's going to get a solid run through here. But the problem is Caleb's going to get a massive run around that outside. And yep, there's the door. Slams shut. Slammed. Slammer. Bung, bung, bung. Meanwhile, Brian Nelson and McKenna, they're going to do a little battling. Brian kind of getting the push. He's in the draft. McKenna falling back. Will she try to make a send down into turn 1? Not quite. In fact, she opens the door for Helen Stockton potentially to go around the outside. And she does. Trying to hold on to it around through the S's. Now, through the top part of the S's. Logan Long's going to look to the inside. This could be a good move if it's on. And it doesn't seem to be. Logan mistimed his run. Now he's got to try to set Helen Stockton up. Oh, Casey getting really loose there. Robert potentially going to the inside. Yes, he does. Phenomenal look to the inside for the 51. However, can he get the power down on the straightaway and keep it even with that 27? No, he cannot. And actually, Otis gets into the corner better. Otis is going to try to take a look around the outside. If he can hold on. This could be good. Big block thrown by the 51. Robert already proving his worth to Running Bandit Racing and Think Fast Racing. Otis down to the inside. Potentially going to look for a move, but just doesn't commit to it. Backs out the last second. I think you can understand why he would do that. Meanwhile, back up here at the front, it's Zyler, followed by Ty and Chaz. Chaz and Ty and Zyler, the top 3, all separating from the pack. Nathan having a strong run here in P4. Meanwhile, in the back of the pack, it's not looking too great for these guys. Oh, here's somebody. I think I just heard somebody in the wall. That could only be good. Here we go. Otis and Robert this time. They're going to be the ones who battle it out. They really weren't able to do anything, especially Otis couldn't do anything. Now it's going to be Dyson Vacuum. Almost an exact replay, except for now Otis has to defend that position. This is the battle for P15, the top 15 on the docket. Right here, Forever can win this battle. Otis commit to the send to the inside. Yes, he will. Big contact. Massive amounts of contact. Otis ruffling the feathers of that 15. Watch out for a potential tire rub. Dyson trying to send it around the outside. Doesn't quite work. The inside doesn't work either. Otis is clear and through. Good job defending that position for the 69. Your points leader. Here in BUMTRUCC, he's had a very impressive season thus far. Meanwhile, Chaz is going to get the door opened. Opportunity has arose. Can he make a run on Ty? Zyler is slowly beginning to scoop and boogie away from the rest of this pack. Ty's with the phenomenal defense, however. But actually, Chaz has a run. Could Chaz look to the inside? Potentially not quite. Can he get a run down into turn 1? Meanwhile, Audrey and Brian Lee Nelson battling it out back there. That's the battle for P7. Meanwhile, oh, Chaz is there. Chaz with the late dive. Phenomenal move. Can Ty hold on around the outside? No, he can't. The inside just does not work. Now the door's open for Nathan. For him to get a run. It is a brother 1-2. Watch out. Here comes Jim Nelson. Also entering the fray. Ty is about to lose 3 positions in 1 lap if he's not careful. Drives it through the grass. Now Jim Nelson cuts it wide. Opens the door for Gavin Graves around the outside. Holy hell, you are not sticking that. You are insane if you do that. He almost made that stick. The 98 of Gavin Graves almost made that sucker stick. That was great. Brian also ended up losing out on a position. McKenna jumped up as well. Bazila driving off into the distance as of right now, as we are a third through this race. This has been action-packed. We will not have to make a pit stop or nothing. This looks like it could be clean as I say that. Big contact. Is that a caution? I don't know. We have someone on pit road. No caution. No caution. Somebody's on pit road. We have a wreck coming into the final little straight here. Mason and Laney for a battle for P35. Let's take a look. So Mason, very far back, just sends it on the brakes and punts them both out of contention, and unfortunately Laney gets stuck into the kitty litter back here. Meanwhile, somebody else pits. That'd be Caleb. For reasons we do not know, but he decided that that was his best course of action. Unfortunate for the 10. Wasn't really having... Oh, they just hit the wall. Laney into the wall there. I don't know if that was the greatest strategy in the world. Not going to pit either. I guess why the hell not? I don't know why Caleb's in, but maybe he feels like fresh rubber is what he needs at this point. Maybe he had a tire going down. I don't have anything popping up on my thing, so it won't tell me if he does or not. But regardless, Brian Nelson chasing it wide. Running P9. Pretty solid run for him in the second ever race in the truck series. Seems like he's doing pretty alright to me. Meanwhile, Gavin Graves potentially looking. Speaking of potentially looking, McKenna is making her assault through the field right now. Trying to pick off Aldry. However, Aldry with a phenomenal defensive maneuvers and defends from the 54, from getting to the inside and trying to make a move. Very good. Very good. Meanwhile, Zyler is just driving off into the distance. However, Chaz is picking up time. So that will be something to look out for. Watch out for also more desperation. It may have been that Mason had a brake failure there because he just forgot what they were. Meanwhile, Aldry's kind of holding up a line back here. McKenna's going to try to peek around the outside. However, I don't know if she has enough of a run or the guts to make the move down here. No, she doesn't. Potentially could look for a move off the final corner. There it is. Look to the inside. She's all over that 56 right now. Aldry struggling maybe for grip. The tires wearing out as we are halfway through this thing. Let's get a good view here. We see little Chaz. We see another car. I think that's Laney. And you can see the lead is coming up there through the S's on the top right of your screen on the big back straight. So we can see it looks like McKenna potentially is going for a move on Aldry. Aldry's just going to cut the grass a little bit. McKenna doesn't quite get there. That's going to open the door for Brian Lee Nelson. If he really wants, actually opens the door for Helen Stockton. You can see the leaders duking it out as well. Oh, I'm fumbling with my buttons. Meanwhile, Brian is just no draft for no one. He's done with it. You get no draft. You get nothing. Currently, a top 10 is looking like, oh, am I on the correct buttons? Yes, I am. Zyler, the gap is down. The gap is slowly decreasing. Chaz, Nathan, Ty, Jim Nelson, Gavin Graves, Aldry, McKenna, Brian Lee Nelson, and Helen Stockton currently rounds out your top 10. You got Logan Long, Casey, Robert, Otis, and Dyson Bracken finishing the top 15. And the finish to the top 20, Connor, Isabel, Cohen, Tossie, and Autumn. Ethan Jamerson just outside with the top 20. Same thing with Noah and Ryan thus far. Both just a little bit outside right now. Meanwhile, the chase continues. Here's the deal. You have to remember, if they get into a battle up here for the lead, it will be ginormous. And that's going to introduce the 55 and the 31 and this pack right here into it. This top 6 all can get into a battle. Aldridge's kind of just holding up the second pack. I think McKenna is most definitely faster. In fact, McKenna has the 3rd fastest lap compared to Aldridge's 22nd. Just to show you a bit of a pace difference currently going on with that 56. She's just not quite as fast, but McKenna struggling to get past. Potentially going to send them all contact. Here we go. McKenna's going to go around the outside. Brilliant move by the 54. Punts Audrey out the way a little bit, but to get what you want, you have to fight. And it's a great job by the 54. Now she can catch up to the main pack here, which I think she can. I think she'll be able to. She's definitely has the speed to make a challenge. Look throughout the rest of this pack and everybody else. Duking it out. Trying to hold on for that all-important track position. If we do get a caution, maybe some brake failure. And this track is relatively hard on the brakes. There's a lot of sections where you're off camber, wide banked corners where you got to watch out for those, suspension and brake problems. Currently, everything has been going all right outside of Mason forgetting what brakes were, trying to take out Kill Laney basically. It's been pretty uneventful on that front at least. Let's see here. Let's just a little onboard. Let's watch a little bit of Nathan here. Onboard for Nathan in the 55 Toyota for female speedsters. Watching the 14 go run very much so wide ahead of him. To be fair, that line's been kind of working. If you can get the run exit out of the corner, you definitely can make up a lot of time, as it looks like Chaz very much so indeed did. Silo takes that corner very much so wide. As we enter onto the front stretch, Chaz looking to maybe become the aggressor. He's getting, this is probably the closest he ever got. Nathan got heavily on the brakes there. He almost hit Chaz. How confident he was in those brakes. You can see how much the car's just sliding up the S's here. I have a special guest. Mr. Fizz has joined the booth. The booth. Watching on board here. Chaz is very much so close to Zyler. A little sibling battle could happen, but Chaz losing out on a lot of time. Screwed up the chicane here. But to be fair, we really did not set ourselves up great on this corner. Tied with a phenomenal move. I don't know what Cooper's doing, but he's being sped.
I am not sped.
Debatable. So, you can see just the technique, the various amounts of interesting corners. It's such a fast yet technical racetrack. People wishing to have a good stream, fair enough. Zyler duffed Chaz on that lap. That's good at the very least. Meanwhile, Audrey now has gone to holding up Brian Lee Nelson. Audrey got pretty decently through that chicane. Again, she's just holding up this line. I figured McKinnon would be busting at the seams, going a little bit faster, but maybe she pushed a lot of what she had, just trying to get past Audrey. Audrey has currently been the Minister of Defense. So is Robert back here. Robert has been not allowing a fast truck like Otis. Otis has been extremely fast, and it looks like Otis has even planted it into him a little bit there. He's got some rear end damage, maybe affecting the rear end performance of that truck. Just a maybe. Zyler driving it out. He looks to be doing a phenomenal job here tonight. Leading every lap, just being so dominant. Head on the schedule, and you'll see Bumcar visit the Glen next. That should be fun. Even more speed and power. Shout out to Mason for actually catching the back of the pack here. This is elite driving, if you ask me. Meanwhile, Robert is absolutely pulling off defense. He is currently the prime minister of defense. Which is elite. I mean, he's in P13. Obviously, you want to keep that up. Keep that positioning up. He's done a great job of it. Zyler just keeps screwing up. So, actually, Connor's going to get maybe a run. No, he's not. I thought he was going to get a look at Dyson. He didn't. Oh, we got a car going really wide through there. That was Audrey. Potentially opening the door for the 82. Oh, but the 82 backs out, lifts off. Now Audrey's going to have a great run. Yeah. These tires playing definitely into effect. Ty's been getting through the chicane in this corner a lot better than Nathan has. However, Ty's just hasn't been able to get really a peek at him. He hasn't even been able to do that, which is rather unfortunate. Well, yeah, this midfield battle is fierce. We're coming up to 2 laps to go. If anyone can stop Zyler, they gotta do it soon. Chaz is on that back bumper. He's there. He's making his presence known. Put a gap between him and the 55. If he can, I think, honestly, Chaz in the 14 here is most definitely faster than his older brother in Zyler. He just cannot keep it together long enough to potentially look for an overtaking opportunity. Case in point, he's fell off quite a bit through turn 1. Zyler looking for his first career win. That 00 is won before Mama Beason's car, before she decided to go up to the Cup Series full time. They put Zyler in the car. A lot of questions were asked. Can Zyler do it? His limited time at Big Apple Racing was proving to not be great, but flashes of potential. Very much so flashes. But thus far, through 17 laps, he's held extremely strong and extremely tough. The 82 just fell off 2 positions, it looks like, back there. He's held off very well as he's coming up to the white flag. One more time around a Watkins Glen for the 00. No accidents in this one unless we get a caution right now, which I highly, highly doubt it. Brian was able to defend Logan Long. He's sitting in P10, just barely there. Otis finally gets past Robert. Robert's going to begin potentially tumbling because Dyson Vacuum stood up with him. Oh, but he throws a block. Great block by the 51. Dyson's still looking to the inside. It's just now that Robert's crumbling, unfortunately, on the final lap, too. That's really bad. Actually, this could help out Connor. Connor has an idea. He has a run. Doesn't quite get there. He's going to try to send one around the outside. Isabel's going to shove him up track, because why the hell not? Meanwhile, coming into the final corner, Zyler is going to lead from his brother, Chaz, and he will take victory out Watkins Glen. Followed by Chaz, Nathan, Ty, Jim Nelson rounds out top 5, Gavin Graves, McKenna, Audrey with a top 10, Helen Stockton, and Brian Lee Nelson rounds out your top 10. Meanwhile, indeed, Robert held on to that last position, and Isabel may have fell back even more. No, she didn't. Very interesting one here. Watkins Glen BUMTRUCC. Watkins Glen. So with that being said, Zyler, Chaz, Nathan, Ty, Jim Nelson, Gavin Graves, McKenna, Audrey, Helen Stockton, and Brian Lee Nelson rounds out your top 10. Dead last is indeed Caleb, because he took an unannounced pit stop. And shout out Mason for actually making up time there and getting past everyone after he wiped out. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for me.